I thought you were gonna have Delzer review that first.
Well, if he'll review if he
Oh,
has a
okay.
problem, well,
We'll address it then.
yeah.
Okay.
You don't like
But
your
yeah.
first one.
I would recommend you read your rules for the live streaming.
Oh, and now that
Yeah.
Probably a couple of times,
Yeah.
so people
you're gonna read.
know
the-
what's going
Oh.
on.
It's good.
Sure.
Probably good measure.
Probably save a lot of headaches. and all.
Well, we
Good
can
point.
we'll post
Maybe I
it.
can post it.
Yeah, we'll post it on our pages as well, so everyone can see.
Do a snippet of it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, she gets it set up, I can read
So
it.
it's going.
Okay.
It's live.
So pursuant to the approval of this policy, the city of Lake Preston will make available a live streaming of all regular and special council meetings. Said live streaming can be found on the city's YouTube channel. Number 1, comments on the YouTube channel live streaming will be disabled. Number 2, there will be no answering of questions or comments on YouTube or Facebook during the council meeting. Any person with a question and or comment must be present at the meeting for the issue to be addressed. Number 3, the council reserves the right to suspend for a period of 1 month any and all viewer subscribers from any social media platforms who engage in harassing or threatening behaviors. The determination of such behavior will be the Public Relations Committee. Number 4, live streaming services are subject to immediate cancellation with a majority vote of the city council. Okay, thank you guys. Any public comments? Okay. David, zoning board.
Okay, so we have 3 applicants that have turned their paperwork in to join. And upon reading through all the applicants, we feel that we would like to see Rodney Folsom appointed.
Okay. Okay. All right. Discussion from the council?
Seems like a good fit.
That's where I was
I think
leaning.
all of them were good people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going more by what's on paper than
Mhm.
anything.
I mean, as far as experience and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but
Okay. So is someone willing to make,
I'll make a motion
okay,
to accept David's recommendation of Rodney Olson.
okay,
I will second that. Oh, go ahead.
I'll second it.
okay. I have a motion by John, second by Jody. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And our abbreviated banner associates. Did they give anyone a summary?
No, he
Okay.
doesn't really tell me anything.
Okay,
No, there wasn't much except the pay request 5.
okay, okay. Yeah, well, and then capacity lagoon study agreement, right?
Right.
Right.
We'll do the water tower.
Okay.
And there's.
Okay. So D, under Banner Associates, is the water tower pay request number 5 in the amount of $113, or
I was gonna say,
$113,800.
wow, that's
We got a deal.
Yeah. Commas, not decimals. $113,880.60. So, and then there are pictures attached if anybody.
Sal racking with inventory,
Yeah,
showing they have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hadn't turned the picture the right direction. I had no idea what this was, but now I do.
It's the tubes going up the water tower.
Yeah, I know, I'm like, what? So, all right, so is there a motion to approve pay request number 5?
I will so move.
I'll second.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
The site does look a lot better down there.
Mhm.
It does.
It was.
Yeah, oops. Oh, thank you.
So That's just that memorandum of understanding
Mhm.
that was signed by us, Banner, and Givo.
Okay, all right, and then F is the capacity lagoon study agreement between the city, Banner, and Jibo. Do I need to read the whole thing? I can.
You probably read that, that's just the
Okay.
memorandum of understanding. I wouldn't. read
No,
Any of it.
no, no.
That-
All right. So a memorandum of understanding, whereas Jivo Inc., a Colorado corporation, herein after Jivo, and the city of Lake Preston, herein after city, by its resolution passed in its city council meeting on September 9th, 2024, have agreed that an engineered capacity study pertaining to the sewage lagoons owned by the city needs to be completed. And whereas the city of Lake Preston has previously utilized Banner and Associates, Inc., a South Dakota corporation, hereinafter Banner, from Brookings, South Dakota, to perform all engineering needs within the city. And whereas the primary purpose of the engineer capacity study is to benefit Jivo, that the city and Jivo agree that all costs associated with the capacity study performed by Banner shall be the responsibility of Jivo. And whereas Jivo agrees to pay the sum of $47,500 and no cents to the city, and whereas upon receipt, the city agrees to pay Banner and Associates the sum of $47,500 and no cents, so that they may commence the study of sewage lagoons. And whereas the parties to this agreement agree that this study shall be completed yet in calendar year 2024. Now therefore, it is hereby agreed and understood by and between the respective parties that the city shall hire Banner and Associates to complete a capacity study of the sewage lagoons owned by the city of Lake Preston, with said study completed no later than December 18th, 2024. Upon completion of the study, the results shall be shared with all parties to this agreement, and the total invoice shall be sent to Jivo for payment in full. And then it was signed the 30th of September by me, by Ron Borkard, Vice President, Project Engineering with Jivo, and first day of October by Greg Jorgensen with Banner. So. That's informational.
Right. Yes, that's this. Like, you'll have to approve this, like a motion.
Okay.
So this is,
Scope of practice.
right, letter of contract
Okay.
from the engineer. That just needs a motion and then you'll.
Okay. So with that memorandum of understanding comes the letter of contract with the city and Banner to do in request their assistance in engineering services. So is there a motion to go with Banner for lagoon capacity study
So
to be
moved.
paid by Jibo?
Second.
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. All right, the minutes of the September 9th regular meeting. Oops, I lost it here.
I will make a motion to approve those minutes.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Do we have any committee reports? I hope you all enjoyed your month off.
Don't get used to it.
All right, water, sewer, streets. Doug,
You good?
Ryan.
The water leak issue
Mhm.
is resolved, but we will do some more discussion in executive.
Mhm.
Holly did show up a little bit on Friday And then they were here today, and they're gonna be back tomorrow. Doing some of the punch list items, lowering manhole, hopefully raising shut off water main valves, boxes, lowering curb stops, putting new lid by Jody's. Basically just knocking out punch list items, but it sounds like it's just one guy.
Okay. And who was working yesterday?
No, not
No?
Friday,
Yeah, I had trucks going by.
Brown.
Yeah, it was,
Rounds.
Rounds.
Okay.
yeah, and it was that on
Fifth Street.
off this way.
Yeah. We had a little bit of a issue with the gazebo lights. We did put some new ones up. The other ones were probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 years old, and they're getting pretty bothered anyway, but only half of them were working, so we put some new ones up. And then, we had some certain concerned citizens about why we have the lights on in the pool all winter.
Oh.
The purpose of that was because the lights in the pool and the gazebo and all that are all tied together. So we did have Bickett come and shuffle some stuff around so that we should be able to shut the lights off. And leave the entrance lights on and the gazebo lights on. So.
Okay.
That got resolved. And then, our new signs they did just show up. We had all the boards cut for them and all the signs and stuff, the posts ready to go. So we got started on that next round just today. And, we got like 14 left to do tomorrow, and we should have them all up on this go around. And it's filling up pretty quick out there, but starting to look better anyway. But
It's a good problem to have, running out of real estate.
yeah, we'll make more as long as it keeps making money. But,
Mm-hmm.
the other thing is coming up here in the next, I just say month, other than plan on going around and doing some tree trimming wherever stuff might hit the payloader. There's some alleys that are getting pretty swallowed up. Just some stuff hanging down way up high, but mostly the oil roads are starting to, I'd like to get some leaves off there, it's less to clean up, I guess, so. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. For now, I can think of.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Ms. Brenda?
Okay, so below there's the 2 resolutions for water and sewer.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried my hardest with the state. And so she let me wait until January of 2025 for the surcharges to all start so that I can live through Christmas and so can the residents. So, but until then, I was talking to Joel one day.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna put a little notice on our October bill at the end of the month, like being aware that it's coming. And then the beginning of November, I'm gonna try to do like an article for the paper to like explain all the surcharges, all the stuff we're doing.
There's a lot of stuff involved and people, I don't think, are completely aware of everything and all the moving pieces.
And then the November bill, I plan on putting another notice, basically stating if you have concerns or questions, come to the December council meeting. So that's my plan with that. Oh, I got a call from the Kingsbury Journal today. They forgot to run my August minutes.
Oh.
I guess I wasn't looking or paid attention. So she's running them this week.
Okay.
So. Fall conference is going on right now, and I plan on going for one day. It's down in Sioux Falls, but I have a lot of stuff to do, and it doesn't really seem very informational, and it's $60 for one day.
Oh, sure.
So I decided not to go. And then of course, we'll do into executive about legal for the water leak.
Oh, yes.
I think that's all.
Great, thank you. All right, how about the approval of claims? Maybe we'll wait until you have 2 left. Is that right?
Joe? Yeah, I got,
So let's go to the finance, reports. and give Joe a minute to do his
I
due
just got one
diligence.
from Air Gas from a call.
Okay.
Have a discussion on.
So everyone had a chance to look at the finance reports.
Nothing really stood out.
The only thing that I stood out is city councils at like 90% of theirs, and mayor's at like 48. I wasn't sure. Do you think we'd be progressing at the same rate? That's the only thing I noticed.
Actually, we had a few committee meetings, but not
Yeah, but they're $10 a
Wait.
pop.
way up there.
I think last year would have been worse. So,
Oh,
okay. Well, she looks at, how about we go back to the approval of claims?
I've got one on the medical auction, what they charged us, but I'll call them. And they charged us a half-ass charge. I was the one that picked them up and brought.
Okay,
I'll discuss that stuff.
okay,
Because then we can just get a refund instead of, or a credit
Right,
instead
right.
of trying to
hold
hold
everything
it
up.
up, and then it'll be late and all
Yeah,
that.
yep.
But other than that,
Brenda's asking which one?
the air gas one from Watertown, well, it might have been billed out of Benson Road. Cause they charged us like $89 for a tank of oxygen. Which don't sound any.
Did you see
Oh,
that?
that's for the ambulance? Is that what that's
Yeah.
for?
Did you see that $60 ambulance one?
Yeah, Scotty takes our little ones
Oh,
down to, cause otherwise they charge us like $20-$30 for the little
I had
ones.
just never seen it before.
No, that was the first time for quite a while they were doing it for free. And then we started training a few more, so then finally they charged us a really reasonable rate, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll find out why this,
Okay,
Is-
so are you making a motion to approve with that?
I'll approve them with, I'll report back
We
on
follow
that
up.
one next month.
Okay. Is there a second?
I will second that.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
I,
Opposed? Motion carries.
and if nothing else, we'll start taking over text on there. Once I'm filling, we'll still fill them more reasonably. Cause we own the tanks, so
All right, yeah,
we're committed to a single company.
sure. Yeah. Anything,
Oh, it looks weird. I'm gonna print like, the exact what's come out of it.
okay. In the meantime, do we have any building permits up there?
I don't see anything,
What are we looking for?
because there haven't been any building
Oh.
permits.
When it comes to building permits, is there a reason that the public can't know who is applying for a permit?
I don't think so, but we don't have any.
No, but I mean,
Just
Yeah.
in general.
future,
Yeah, like it,
read them off and.
yeah, no, there's nothing secret about it.
Yeah, I didn't, I'm sure there wasn't, but
No. But yeah, we don't have any. Anything with nuisance properties? Has he been back in town? No. Okay. Mm-mm. So nothing new there. How about the 2025 contract law agreement?
Anything, we were
Nothing.
fighting over what we were gonna do. Well, not fighting, the other towns have brought up, a reimbursement or whatever. because of that mistaken
Oh, yeah,
calculations
we're
and all
not touching
that.
that one. So yeah, that's to be, the three mayors were gonna get together and try to figure out other ways to address that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Here's the contract.
Okay. Okay, did everyone have a chance to check it out in the, okay, is there any discussion? I mean, it's staying
Well-
the same, but,
Well, that was my question. I thought there was gonna be some raise in there to 33, or is that just?
yeah, we're not
tabled
this year
till-
because they didn't get it out in a timely manner.
Yeah, that's what I was kinda wondering.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. So expect $1 or $2 next year, I would expect.
Well, anytime you can say it's that small a percentage of a raise.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
If it
manageable.
doesn't double, we're good.
Okay, so is someone willing to make a motion to approve the contract law agreement?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
So I figured out.
Okay.
So I'm taking your wage still out of,
Oh, was not going in my bank account. Like, I haven't, like, I have not been getting 2 pay stubs.
because in my software, I had you still under council
Oh,
instead of
Ah.
paying you under the mayor part.
oh, and this maybe, because,
Oh,
I
that's
don't
why
know.
the council would be
yeah,
so far ahead. Okay.
unless the, I don't even know what the mayor gets paid. I know what's been going in.
200 a month. Am I right?
You're gonna get rich.
Yeah,
Your quarterly amount and
Yeah.
then 120.
yeah, so that's what I've been getting. I mean,
Right, okay, but I
So,
saw
yeah.
that was equivalent of 200 a month.
Oh,
plus
so then
meetings.
not a huge difference.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I was
no.
taking yours out of council instead of.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Right, okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah,
Then I'll have to try to go in there and correct it.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Bob.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, anyone else catch anything? Okay. All right, now that we have that explained, is there a motion to approve the financial report?
So moved.
And the second? Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And application for special event liquor license from the Lake Preston Volunteer Fire Department does hereby make application for special event license. You're saying no?
What now?
He'll be drummed off the fire department.
So the Lake Preston Volunteer Fire Department does hereby make application for special event license that will allow alcoholic beverages to be consumed on the property of the Lake Preston School Gym for the annual Pheasants Banquet. Said request is for a period to begin at 8 a.m. October 19th and end at 2 a.m. October 20th. Event will be held at the Lake Preston School Gym located at the following description: 300 First Street Northeast. And it looks like they paid or do they owe it?
It's coming. They,
Okay.
They owe it.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I might be biased too, but I'll second it. Considering it's been for 20-some years.
Yeah.
32.
32? Okay.
Really? That long?
How time flies.
Right. All right, any other discussion on the application? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Motion passes.
I don't know if we wanted to like make sure that we know that because they have that.
Okay.
And then I have a question after you do that.
All right, B, under new business, Lake Preston Cafe Special Event Alcohol License. The Lake Preston Cafe does hereby make application for a special event license that will allow alcoholic beverages to be consumed on the property of the Lake Preston City Park on Main Street for Sligo's Flowers Oktoberfest. Said request is for a period to begin at 7 p.m. October 12th and end at 11 p.m. October 12th. Event will be held at the Lake Preston City Park on Main Street, located at the following description: south of the Lake Preston Cafe, empty lot 302, Main Avenue North. Now, we will clarify that because the Lake Preston Cafe already has an operator's agreement and alcohol permit license, no public hearing is required for the issuance of a license pursuant to this ordinance if the person applying for the license holds an on-sale alcoholic beverage license or a retail malt beverage license in the municipality or holds an operating agreement for a municipal on-sale alcoholic beverage license, and the license is to be used in a publicly owned facility. So we do not need the 10 days because of that. So
Well, we would have to be notified.
would we?
Yeah.
Well, if it's in it's outside the building.
I know, but it says they don't have to apply for a special permit or anything.
Well, we don't need to do the 10-day notice for
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Yeah,
With the fire department.
Right.
Still need to.
yeah,
Yeah,
the fire
yeah.
department is
Yeah,
because
because they don't have a liquor license.
Yes, yes. So we just wanted to clarify so no one thinks anything untoward is going on.
So just have to be notified that event is gonna happen in the discussion. So,
Yes, so
okay,
And then this part, because I looked through the ordinance, this part, I mean, am I supposed to be being specific about? Let me
Oh,
read it. Look,
yeah.
Special malt beverage license and then special liquor retailer's license.
we
And
issue
each of them are
once.
$5.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we maybe need to for,
Like moving forward, am I
Yeah.
supposed to?
I think,
If you guys want to read that.
So what Brenda's pointing out is the $5, there's an application for just malt beverage and then one for liquor. So
So
in
like, do I
theory,
have to have them apply for malt
both,
and liquor? Or like say they only want to do malt,
Yeah.
only do malt?
I think we can do it in one thing. We can say
Okay.
malt beverage and liquor
Okay,
in the wording of it.
and then that'll be $5 or $10.
It looks like it's 10, it's 5 per, that's what it looks like.
So moving forward,
Yes.
I'll start that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is there a motion for the Oktoberfest?
so moved.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
What was the date on that?
October 12th?
Yes.
Oh, this weekend.
Well,
Oh, whoops, I should sign it. All right, the Martin's Well. They couldn't be here, so
Okay.
Joe, you have a summary?
yes. Truly, it's not a well per se. It's for a geothermal. So they're boring down, it's gonna be a vertical type one.
Okay,
And if anybody's familiar with Scott and Michelle Long, they've done a similar thing out there where they drill a big hole and then suspend a bunch of pipes that coil back and forth. And
Mhm.
then they use that for their heating and
Geothermal
cooling
heating
and
and
stuff.
cooling, yeah.
And he was talking about doing where he could water out of that. And I said, well, there is an ordinance against you can't have a well to do outside of city water, the way I understood from Brenda and stuff. he said, okay, well, it was just to water some grass. He doesn't do it that often, so he won't do that, then he said.
Okay.
And they were talking about it being kind of off the front south corner of the building. I said, just make sure to maintain that you gotta be at least 9 feet from a lot line. Otherwise, you're gonna have to apply for a variance
Mhm.
type thing. And he said that was kind of what, he said, my wife actually said that I had to be 9 feet away from my building. And I said, no,
Oh.
that's not right. It's 9 feet away from other property and you can put it anywhere you want on your lot and stuff, so.
Where is Martin's?
Just south of the Lutheran Church, wouldn't
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right,
Because they're doing all that remodeling and stuff on the one,
okay.
or unless it was a new one, but isn't that just a remodel?
Yeah, they're just remodeling.
And then they tore down another one, and that's where a 45 or something like that by 50-foot shop that they're gonna put just south of there.
Oh,
I don't know if they'd truly be connected, but I guess I
They're
would,
not
if,
gonna connect them,
okay,
because they started siding the south side of the
Okay.
garage.
all right.
that must not be too far from Merrill Zeke's then.
No, just kitty corner.
Yeah. that's what I was
There,
thinking.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
Right.
he said he was pretty sure it was a lot and a half, but he didn't know if it was like a 50 and a 25 or something.
Sure.
But it appears, I'll drive by there again. I just drove by, look and see there was some, they leveled, filled it in and stuff. Type thing.
David Hillstead was down there looking at it
Okay.
and measuring before the meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
And I know why you couldn't make the meeting.
Right, yes, yeah. All right, so with that, is anyone willing to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion passes. All right, TransSource payloader warranty. Oh, that's not so bad.
So we made a motion, it passed, to do it earlier this year. It might have been spring even. And when I called to get it, they said you can't do it until October. So on October 1st, I had to wrote down to call them and get it.
Mhm.
And they said it did go up a little bit, but he said that's not near as high as it's gone up. So it went up about $450 from what they had quoted us earlier in the year.
So the invoice is for $1,556 for warranty on the payloader. So,
How long is that?
$1 an hour, it's basically $1 an hour or 2 years. Whatever comes first, because we're at 500 hours on it, and it's good up to 2,000, or even, it'd be even out of 2,000, and then or 2 years, whatever comes first. Which at this rate,
Really, when you look at it as $1 an hour, that's pretty affordable insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can buy a vehicle for $1 a mile, and you're doing all right.
Yeah, I don't imagine those are cheap to repair.
No, and there's actually a recall,
I'll second it.
I actually have a warranty issue right now with the backup camera / screen. They're not sure which one it is.
Oh,
He said if we didn't have just factory warranty, it'd be over $2,000 for that. So that would have paid for itself right there. I mean,
Yeah.
if we were doing this a year ago.
all right, so we have a motion by John, a second by Rick. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Media policy,
So I kind of looked over the Andes are still on this.
sure.
So
That's kind of what I figured.
All right. So do we need a motion to change me or?
right, so you're just adding you, and then it's Josh Fewer
Yeah.
and Bonnie Nelson, fire department.
Okay. All right, so the media policy previously had Andy Mayor as the spokesperson for the city, and now to add me in place of Andy Is there a motion to make that change?
I'll make a motion.
I don't want to talk to
I'll second
anybody.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
The question was, is these two are separate?
All right, so water rates resolution.
Since they were both live.
So, I don't know if you really want to read this whole thing.
I'm guessing people don't want me to read all of that.
Maybe just,
Hey,
hit on the,
Okay.
we already charged that. We already charged that, and then this is the new.
Okay.
it's available at City
Okay,
Hall if they
all right.
want to inspect all of that.
Okay, so for their water rates resolution, 111 TAC 24 state surcharges discussion. The minimum monthly charge is $18 plus a connection fee of $6.50. In addition to the normal water system user fee, the city hereby establishes a surcharge of $21.80 payable by all users and apartments. And in addition to the normal water system user fee, the city hereby establishes a surcharge of $5.60 payable by all users for the DWO2A loan, phase 2.
Did you say $5 or $5?
$5.60.
Well, it sounded like
Like
5,000.
I don't.
$5.
Oh, good.
I knew what she meant.
Just wanted to
Well, I was
clarify that.
assuming that too, but I thought, no, does that mean, you know?
No,
Yeah.
no one could have.
They're moving.
All right, so in addition to the normal water system user fee, the city hereby previously had a surcharge of $4.45, and that will now become $5.85 to go into effect in January 2025. Okay. Any discussion on that?
And newspaper. If you want copies of the resolution, I'll send them to you, so you don't get anything wrong.
Or,
Not saying that you would.
or cramps from typing. All right, so is there a motion?
So moved. I guess that's, things keep creeping up a little bit, but the quality of everything
It's creeping up
around
as well.
here, yeah, with better water. sewer,
Well, I
everything
don't
else.
fear for my life if I have tap water now.
All right,
Because we don't
so
live in
do
Eastman.
we have to do a roll call?
Because we don't live in Eastman.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I caught one.
Yeah.
All right, John,
Yes.
Joe,
Aye, yes.
Jody,
Yes.
Joel,
Yep.
Austin,
Yes.
Rick?
Yep.
With the increase, will we be a little more lenient on late fees if needed? We've got until January to decide, but.
Well-
Well, I already don't do late fees. If their account is over, well, unless you guys want to change that part. If their account is over 125, then they get a late charge.
Of 125 days?
No.
That's
Dollars.
Oh, 125, okay.
So like, say my bill was like 110 and I didn't pay it by the 15th,
Mhm.
like I won't get a late charge. But if it's over, like say your bill is like 130, you'll get a late charge.
So maybe we should look at changing our minimum because
Yeah, I mean,
almost everyone's going to be over.
right. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that.
You wanna know
Yeah.
Arlington's policy?
No.
it's 1 minute late, it's a $25 charge irregardless if you owe $30 a month or
I was gonna say
400
it's pretty cut.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I know why they do that. But I don't know if we wanna go down that
And
same
sometimes the
road.
ones that are still struggling, it doesn't like help the ones that are really struggling.
I mean, we had to get pretty snippy this month. You guys see the utilities? There's 6 door hangers that went out.
Oh, I didn't look at that yet.
Okay.
Well, that's.
So they're 2 months behind then.
Or
Door hangers.
just the amount is significant enough.
Oh,
Like, a
gotcha.
lot
So,
more than- Cause I was being too lenient.
Yeah, I'm all for giving people a break, but there's gotta be a line in the
Within
sand
reason.
where
mhm.
they're just taking advantage.
All right, so sewer rates resolution 110 TAC 24.
Oh, wait, the state surcharges discussion.
Oh,
So when the gal from MAP came and did the rate study, and then we talked to Holly from the state. So they had discussed that like every lot in town that has a water connection or a sewer connection should all be getting charged the surcharges. Well, we don't do that. So I don't know if you guys wanted to discuss starting that.
Well,
Like,
and you said you've checked with some other cities that are doing it,
Right.
especially those who have water sewer projects. They are
The
making it every lot.
Coleman is starting the every lot.
Who would that affect primarily?
Well,
Developer.
quite a few.
Well, I'm wondering, like, doesn't Jerry Brown have a big lot over there where there used to be trailers? Do they all have hookups?
Or is it
Then-
one
then
hookup
he'd be-
split? I don't know, but
I think it's separate. Or even like the vacant building on Main Street here.
The bank one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like that technically has
Sure,
it's stubbed in.
even though they're not using it.
Right, so like I don't even have an account turned on for that building.
Oh, so I can see where it would make sense.
Well, I do too.
yeah.
I
'cause-
can also understand some angry people.
Yeah,
Right, but
you know,
You know, how do you weigh that? But
maybe we should kind of figure out how many there is in town. You know, and just, you
see how
know,
big of a problem it is?
yeah,
Yeah, that's not a bad thought.
and who wanted, can you just say again, who wanted you to do that or us do that? The state? Okay, so there's not really, when the state wants us to do something,
We
No,
can
they
do it.
they're not,
So
they're
is
not
it
moving
still?
something far ahead.
okay,
Right,
okay.
Right.
yeah.
Um,
And then, I mean, she also talked to me about, what are they called? When people go south,
Snowbirds?
Snowbirds.
Mm.
about they should have their accounts on all year round. Well, I now have 2 people who leave and we turn their water off at the curb stop and that turns their account off. So like, that's another thing we'll have to.
right.
And maybe we'll just have to come up with a,
Maybe if you had a
A
partial
$10 fee.
compromise,
yeah, $10 fee instead of,
10, 20 or.
Well, because
Something.
what aren't the
So the
surcharges like $118?
The surcharges alone
I believe,
is $81.75.
right. Plus what we have as a city.
Mhm.
So like all of those lots that, you know, are vacant, but they have the line there, we wouldn't charge all those other things. It would just be the surcharges.
Yeah.
So
As-
then you know that like helps pay it back sooner.
Right.
Right.
Because
Well,
the
see,
lots are
that's the other
benefiting.
side of this is the more people you get paying for things, the quicker we can get stuff paid off.
And
and the
then,
lots would be
But-
worth more. Yeah, being that the water and sewer's there.
Well, but it is there right now.
Yeah.
So it makes them worth more.
And
No,
if-
now more, but it costs that person
Yeah.
more to
Right.
have that lot if they're trying to.
But that might spur
Future
some
development
development
or
in this
something.
town
Mhm.
too.
Well, that might spur people to actually do something with their lots too.
Yeah.
If
So-
they're paying for a dead horse, they're gonna maybe try to put some there to get some revenue in.
The development board is going through what's called a BOLD project to improve how we operate as a development board and how we can better serve our community. And Paula, I think Jensen is her name, she gave us some information last month. And don't quote me on the years, but I want to say from approximately 1980 to 2020, Lake Preston lost 53 homes. Whether someone sells a house, they knock it down or whatever, but we have lost a lot of homes in this community that we're not getting property value off of. Yeah, it's just something to look at.
That was something I was thinking about today when they're building that building. It's like, okay, every time they build a building, they've been knocking down a house.
Exactly, and that's just it. Yeah, it's not just empty lots, it's a shed.
It does
a
have
big
something
garage.
there, but it's not a house. Housing, is an issue.
So do we have a committee who would be appropriate for that?
Oh, yeah, to discuss it.
Yeah, see, I hope you enjoyed that month off.
The sewer, water, and electricity is Jody, Joe, and Rick.
I
Okay,
was gonna say, I bet I'm on water, because I already went to talk to somebody. Yeah, on the phone and that.
um,
And then speaking of the development board, you guys all got that text about your invite on the October 30th.
yeah,
Is that what you mean?
yes.
I think the only one that probably didn't is.
Me.
Yeah.
I hear about it sooner or later.
Yeah.
Okay, so October 30th at 6 p.m. in the community room. And invitation only.
At 6, you said? Whoops.
Yeah.
I thought I had it on the calendar. Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, whoops, that's it right at the top. Joe.
This one is, make sure you see that.
Okay. All right, so to the sewer portion, resolution 110, TAC 24. The minimum monthly base rate is $18 regardless of usage. An additional charge shall be imposed at a rate of $2.50 for each 1,000 gallons or a fraction thereof of metered water usage. In addition to the normal wastewater system user fee, the city hereby establishes a surcharge of $10.65 payable by all users of the water system. And in addition to the normal water system user fee, city hereby establishes a surcharge of $7.80. And so like each one is phase 1, 2, 3,
Right,
right?
so
So
you just
just in
say
case you're
phase-
wondering where I'm
Phase
getting.
1,
Yeah.
phase 2A,
So now for phase 3 or 2B,
phase 2B.
yeah, 2B, which is third. In addition to the normal wastewater system user fee, the city hereby establishes a surcharge of $25.60 payable by all users in apartments to start on January 1st, 2025. Any discussion? Okay, sorry. All right, so is there a motion to approve resolution 110, TAC 24?
Oh, I'll motion.
I'll second.
Don't want to, but I will.
Okay. Roll call vote, John,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Jody,
Aye.
Joel,
Aye.
Austin.
Aye. Oh, we all ayed.
Yay.
Aye.
Okay, with 6 ayes, the motion is passed. All right, closing Main Street between Second and Third for trunk or treating, October 25th.
Yeah.
So moved.
Second.
Yeah, and there's an addition of a bouncy house this year.
Yeah, it looks like Merrill's doing something there.
Yeah, so,
Brenda, if I have those sitting out like I did last year, and you and Jasper and Moses or whatever, you moved them last
Move the
year,
barricade. Yeah,
cause I'll be
you'll be
gone
gone.
to that week.
Yeah.
Or that night, that day.
Yeah, if you just sit them along the side.
okay, so any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. I don't know that we really need executive session, do we? We do have just the softball coach.
Yes.
Legal something.
Legal with the.
No, yes, but I mean to discuss the baseball coach.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah. No, yes, I know, we have to have executive. I meant, Amber is willing to do this for I don't know what year in a row, so.
Third, I think she said.
Yeah. And she has really brought a lot of
Mhm.
improvement.
Mhm.
And the whole concession stand is ran by her. So,
Well, and then the parents,
like, she delegates.
yeah, there's a sign-up sheet,
She pulls it all together.
yeah.
She has to order everything, supply everything.
I'll make a motion, we offer the position again.
A second.
Any other discussion?
Is that for both of them or just softball?
That's all, she's just doing softball.
Oh, okay.
I had heard Bree was interested in doing baseball, but I
Yes,
don't see
she
anything yet.
hasn't contacted me.
So all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Amber is the new softball coach.
Maybe I'll reach out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
I
idea.
thought I could reach out.
Okay, yeah, because there's look at trying to join league for next year. For softball and baseball potentially, so. Employee concerns.
We good.
Brenda?
I have a list.
Sure. Just always gotta do one with the group.
Well, I've never, I had somebody bring up to me, they wanted to know if the city would be interested in looking into a splash pad in the park. And if you're unfamiliar with this, they had one at, I think it was Mapleton in Minnesota is where they saw it. And it's a big concrete place and there's all sorts of water features and things and it's all on a timer and, if the kids come and want to play, they push a button, they run around, get all wet and then off they go. It's extremely low maintenance. I mean, it was like $3,000-4,000 a year to maintain the thing. You treat the water like you do a pool. I mean, it seemed like a good thing. I think they did it instead of a pool, but
Oh,
if the pool becomes too expensive,
yeah.
it might be something to look at.
Realistically, it probably already is, but
Well,
if you really see how many tens of thousands of dollars it costs to run it, but as Brandon used to say, anything for our little people.
well, this would be an alternative.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I thought I would bring it up, see if there's any interest in pursuing that. Not a whole lot.
It's a nice idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. I was wondering, come the first of the year when some of these rate increases go into effect with no water bills, I'm trying to think of a way to take some pressure off of Brenda. Because I don't want her to quit.
I almost quit in 2019 when we added
And
$50.
I don't know, is there something we could, something we can do for a Brenda buffer? So she doesn't have to field all these calls?
Well, I think Andy in the past has said if someone's out of hand, we give them his number, so feel free to share his number.
I like that. I did not see that coming. I like it.
During that time, he had to talk to a lot. of
Yeah.
people.
And if he doesn't want to take the phone calls, you can give them my number.
Well, I mean, could we do it on a rotation of council members or something? Every week, different person gets it, or what's that?
You just have, you know,
Get over
contact your local council member or
Right,
Yeah.
you're-
whoever
Something
you're
like
comfortable
that, or-
talking with, I guess.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, she shouldn't have to field all those calls or deal with them per se.
And
My
I think-
hope would be that with this being the final phase, people are kind of used, although the $25 is going to hurt.
Yeah.
I absolutely understand that. That's where if we do decide to do something, you as a council, that maybe we assess a charge to every hookup. I mean, that will pay it off sooner. Because
Right.
she didn't give us a number, but she said, once we have so many additional hookups, we can request that they reassess the rates.
Yes.
So by actually adding on extra, we can give them,
Well, then
A relief.
everybody's will go down
right.
if
So-
we
Might
add
take
more.
a couple-
Theoretically, on
Yes.
paper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, yeah, if you do field questions, just let people know we are doing everything we can and exploring all options to make this as temporary.
Well, we probably have some bullet points prepared that, we're doing this and this and this and this, and
Yeah. I think we-
let them whine for a few minutes.
You gotta remember,
Why
we're putting
we
down
have
how
to-
many hundreds of thousands of dollars down on this loan
Yeah,
right off the bat with whatever we have, extra
yeah,
from before.
so, yeah,
So,
good,
well, just something for us to be thinking about for the future.
yeah.
Let's see.
I hope with my plan,
Right.
of the newspaper article.
Well, yeah, and, if we can make it just a, simple kindergarten, this is for this, and, make it so very visible, so the goal here is communication.
Yes, yep.
Let's see. And we're not here, so maybe we can bring that up. Brought that up. Talked about that. We're done. I'm done.
Nice. No,
I don't have any, I don't believe.
we'll come back to him.
I don't have anything.
No,
The one thing I had someone reach out, I hope people are watching who, this is relevant to them, but some folks, we have quite a few new people in town who maybe don't know about our citywide cleanup. So there are some folks who put stuff out on the sidewalk, the boulevard. And so if you can let your neighbors know that, hey, you can dump for free at City Hall. Because again, not everyone knows that we do this twice a year, every spring and every fall. Your turn. Any concerns?
No, nothing.
Okay. All right. Next regular meeting, she has 4th or 11th. I'm requesting the 11th.
November 11th, we're talking?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I am going to see my grandkids.
that a
Alabama.
Yeah, that is a holiday.
Oh, it is Veterans Day.
I think it's a holiday.
It's the real one even.
Ooh.
Just happens to be a Monday. I mean, I have to work it, but these guys.
Not that it
don't.
makes any difference to me, I mean.
Like, we could do it,
I don't care.
Me too.
Well, same here.
or what about even the 5th? I don't,
You
I don't-
have to be on a Monday.
no. Oh, yep, no, not the 5th.
Maybe do 12.
Okay, November 12th?
Yep.
Is basketball,
There's volleyball, the Sodak. so
Okay.
I don't know what that really means.
okay. I don't either.
It'll be okay if I miss it.
That should be playoffs, I would think. So, okay, so the 12th at 7 PM.
Are you saying that Lake Preston probably?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Well,
'Cause, I mean, they've won quite a few, like,
the volleyball?
what I watched, they looked good. I don't cross the street that terribly often.
Wasn't the game I seen.
Yeah, no, probably not, no. Okay, so we do need to go into executive session for legal. No personnel, so just for legal. So, thank you for coming and thanks for tuning in to our first YouTube. Hopefully it worked well and folks were able to tune in.
So we're YouTube first now?
What?
We're on YouTube.
No.
Nelson.
Nelson.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
are on YouTube. Yeah, so we're YouTube starts now?
Yes,
Yes.
we changed one word. We changed it from people being blocked to suspended.